Right, so what's going on, guys? It's Tahir here, back today with another video. And today I'm going to be talking to you guys a little bit about that feeling that you get when you know you're not on track with whatever you're meant to be doing, and it's kind of your body's way of telling you that something is not right and that you should really just change your direction to get yourself back on the right path. So what I mean by that is, when you are indulging in bad habits or you're not following your goals, deep down in the back of your head that it's it's wrong. You shouldn't be doing that, and you should be striving towards getting closer to your goals and actually achieving them. And that may mean taking the necessary steps and actions to actually get closer towards your goals. Now, in today's day and age, we have been so fucked up by all the vices around us. So an example would be junk food, and that kind of completely changes our behavior, because what it does is it fucks with our hormones, it fucks with our biochemistry, and as a result your behavior changes and adapts according to the chemicals that are in that processed food. And that is never a good thing. And I am only just starting to realize that, and I am starting to realize the implications that has on all of us long term. And one of the things that I would recommend is, you need to start, especially if you want to achieve your goals, the first thing you really need to do is to start cutting out some of this bad rubbish and start eating healthy. You will be shocked when you go to a supermarket and you buy food. A lot of the times you might think the food is healthy, but if you really look at the ingredients list, there might be something like maltodextrin in a, I don't know, low fat spaghetti bolognese, for example, which maltodextrin is just another form of sugar, and it's probably one of the most deadliest forms of sugar. So I would really do some research before you buy any sort of foods, and you'll find that the majority of foods that are sold in a supermarket are actually unhealthy for us. Even a lot of the fruit and veg, which have been sprayed with insecticides, pesticides, and they're also in plastic packaging, which then goes on to another topic of microplastics, and that affects us in different ways as well. So one of the things that I would recommend is just watch what you're eating, because that directly impacts your actions, it impacts your behavior, and that unintentionally then impacts whether you achieve your goals or not. Now, another thing that I would recommend is, you need to get rest, sunlight, that sort of thing. I would recommend a minimum of 8 hours of rest per night, and you also need to be sleeping at the right times so that your body is aligned with the circadian rhythm, which basically just means that the way your body is meant to be, and your body is doing what it's meant to be at the correct times. So you don't really want to be sleeping during the day and then being active overnight, as that's not what our bodies were designed for. And what you'll find doing that is your body is just running at a much more optimum level, and you then have a much higher chance of carrying out the actions needed to strive towards your goals and get closer towards your goals without losing focus, without losing concentration, and without losing motivation. Now, another thing I would do is be patient. A lot of people in this day and age do not have the patience, and I was one of those people, especially when I was much younger. I just did not have the patience at all. I wanted things straight away, and that's not a healthy mindset for any of us. So be patient. Success takes time. All great things take time, as they say. And what may appear on the surface as success that someone else has achieved, for example, I don't know, very quickly, the reality is, if you really look behind the scenes, for someone to have achieved such enormous success, it takes forever. It takes a lot of trials, it takes a lot of tribulations, it's experience at the end of the day. And you don't know how much hardship someone's had to go through, or how many failures that someone's had to go through to get the success that they now finally deserve. And them three things, I believe, are the key tips that I can give you guys on how to actually achieve your goals and become a much better version, become someone that you're that you feel fulfilled on the inside, and you don't get that irky feeling where you know you should be doing something better, because that is probably the worst feeling in the world. And it's taken me a bit of time to kind of realize this, but this is me kind of speaking from experience to you guys, and I do not want you guys to make the same mistakes. However, I do know that we all have to go through our individual lessons and our individual failures to be able to learn, so I completely do understand that. But they're the kind of tips that I'll give you guys, which should hopefully help as many of you guys as possible. And it's the sort of tips that I wish I received when I was 10-15 years younger, but unfortunately that's just the way the cookie crumbles. But anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video.